Animal Jam has now officially been out for over 6 years, and they have released updates every 2 weeks for this entire span. So today I'm going to do a little tribute to all of the amazing things they've done for this game and all the effort they've put into it. Some of these things are really cool, and I think we take them for granted nowadays and forget that Animal Jam did actually spend time to add them into the game later on. They're proof that Animal Jam does listen to his community and care about players, and they give me hope that we'll get some awesome updates like these in the future. So without further ado, enjoy the top 10 Animal Jam updates ever. Number 10 is the addition of eagles, more importantly the addition of flying in Jamaa. There are a few littler updates inside of this update like pet tigers and of course the unexplored areas that can be reached with the new flying animals. They also added Swoopy Eagle, and very importantly they put in diamond bonuses that you get when you get membership. This is the most efficient way to get diamonds, and it made getting diamonds so much easier for people who are just purchasing a routine membership. Number 9 is the addition of pets, one of the coolest features in Jamaa. It's really interesting to look back at our history and see how much these things have changed. I remember you used to actually have to get pets by spinning a random wheel, and it would just give you a random pet based on some symbols you chose. So Animal Jam has made some progress into the future, but the addition of pets was a very important one for the journey of the game. Number 8 is the addition of the Journey Books, another very cool and unique feature that Animal Jam added. This update also just reminds me how much content Animal Jam used to add in one update. For example, you could play games with everyone in a single update. Day of the Phantoms was announced, a new animal was announced, the monthly member gift was announced. I mean, there was just so much stuff going on every 2 weeks. And yeah, it's mostly because they repeated it from the past, but it is cool to look back at the history and remember how much things have changed. Historically, Jamaaliday Updates have been some of the worst updates in the entire game. Rarely do they add anything, but this is a huge exception. This update brought Epic Wonders, which to this day is my favorite store in Animal Jam, to the game. This shop has incentivized Animal Jam to release so many cool items and just make people actually have use for their gems. So that is why I believe that this update definitely deserves this spot on the list. Again, with this idea that Animal Jam used to release so much stuff in one update. This was one of my favorites. They released the Snowfort Den, the Tail Armor, the Lucky Day Party, Pets in Dens, and the release of the new Crystal Sands, all in one update. Not to mention, they even teased a new animal. There is so much stuff going on in each and every one of these updates, and I just think this one added so many small cool things to the game that it definitely deserves a spot on the list. Oh my gosh, if you didn't believe me, here is a huge underwater update. Not only did Animal Jam add Connie Cove, they also added turtles. I mean, an animal and a land in the same update? Not to mention there are brand new journey books for the new lands, there is a new sunken treasures shop, and the sunken ship den. And the list just keeps on going. They added the Den Music shop, they released a new monthly member gift, and they teased new pets. I mean, wow. Nowadays, all of those things would be headline-worthy news. Number 4 is the oceans themselves and the update that brought them. This brought so much cool new stuff to the game. First of all, you had the great monthly member gifts that are still popular today, those weather clouds. 3 new lands, Deep Blue, Crystal Reef, and Bahari Bay, everything but Connie Cove. Dolphins and sharks, both in the same update, along with 3 lands. 2 new games, Phantom's Treasure and one of my favorites, Eat 'em Up, as well as Bahari bargains and brand new ocean accessories. I mean, what? How much stuff was that? Now we get into the biggest and baddest of updates. After months and months of hype, Animal Jam finally released the adventures, starting with the Phantom Portal. Nowadays, so much of the game revolves around this feature, and it was such a revolutionary addition on Animal Jam's part that really changed the way the game is played. Number 2 is the ability to create your own masterpieces. For a while, the art studio had existed, and you were able to send your artwork to HHQ and, I don't know, maybe get on the wall or something, but you couldn't actually make a den item or trade your art or actually really save it. So this was a huge addition to creativity, and again, it really changed the way Animal Jam was played. Some people just play Animal Jam to make masterpieces, and it gave a way for people to work up the rarity scale, because before, you just had to invest in items and wait for them to go up in rarity, but now you can draw really good masterpieces and trade them for rares. So it was just a great addition overall, and I cannot thank Animal Jam enough for this. Number 1 is an early one, but one I remember very, very well. The beginning of trading, of course. Trading was a huge deal when it first came out. It was very early into Animal Jam's development, but everyone had been begging for it. And even though there weren't really any rares, we were all just so excited to go ahead and trade stuff between our buddies that we all enjoyed it anyways. So this has been a huge game changer for Animal Jam. If you think people play the game just to make masterpieces or play adventures, you should see how many people play the game just to collect rares. I honestly think that a huge percentage of the game, especially the older population, is only interested in collecting rares in this game. And in Animal Jam, you live by the rares and die by the rares. They have caused so much drama and forged so many friendships and hatreds over the years. They've just been a huge part of the game. So despite all the pain they've caused, they were an awesome addition, and trading really made them possible.
Anyways, Beans, thank you so much for watching. I really hope this gives you a new perspective on the game and gives you a little appreciation for how much effort Animal Jam puts into their updates. It's so easy to forget because with the 2-week update threshold, they sometimes release subpar updates, as you will see in an upcoming video in which I will cover the top 10 worst updates in Animal Jam. I figured I'd get a little positivity in here beforehand, but thank you so much, Animal Jam, for everything you do for the game. And people, remember not to take these things for granted. It's so easy to ask Animal Jam for new stuff constantly, but every once in a while, it's nice to just sit back and appreciate what we have. So thank you, Animal Jam, for everything you give us. I'll see you in my next video.